just have not been feeling it as we're in this lull leading up to what I guess you could call live sports, live baseball at least. These summer camp games are even worse than a spring training game. At least they follow the rules of a spring training game. Here we've got 4 outs and just crazy stuff happening. So, not a fan of the summer camp. But real baseball, at least what passes for such a start in 2 nights. So tomorrow night I think we'll cut a video and we'll go over the opener games, the Yankees versus the Nationals, and then the Giants at the Dodgers. Kick it off there. But tonight, for you new subscribers who clicked on my little clickbaity title, I thought I'd tell some old war stories about the plan. For most of my subscribers, I think that's old hat. In other words, all right, stories about the plan. These are things I did years and years ago. Some of our new friends like Range and Comparison Kappa picks. He's probably wondering what the hell's the plan. So let me tell you, at least give you an idea what the plan was. To give you a little background of what I do here. In other words, here I am in my sports barn with my little blackboard, and the whole idea here is I want to make picks, recommendations against the spread in college football, pro football, college basketball, and MLB. Those are 4 sports, not necessarily in that order, almost in that order, that I think that I'm the best at, that I have a winning edge, that I can pick winners. Where did I get this interest in doing this? Why am I here? Well, it's kind of been a lifelong thing for me. Been trying to beat the game, beat the system, pick winners my whole life. I'm in my 50s. I still haven't mastered it. I'm getting better at it, but I still haven't mastered it. So let me wind the clock back for you. We'll go back into the Wayback Machine. We called it the plan. And when I say we, that means me, myself, and I. It was a one-man show, but I like to talk in the third person when I talk about the plan. I call myself the Big E sometimes. The Big E originated in the plan days. I was the Big E. I got this idea that I could pick winners in a limited number of games. National Football League, college football, pro basketball, which is going to be our story tonight. And I figured in these limited number of games, I could hit at 60 to 65, maybe upwards of 70% winners. So, doing the math, if I bet huge amounts of money on these games where I have this huge edge, we're going to make a bunch of money. That was the thinking. Now, spoiler alert, the plan didn't work. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here in the barn in the middle of a thunderstorm. The plan didn't work. But I'm not even sure I want to say it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was a learning experience. It was a learning experience about statistics, certainly. Money management, certainly. Things that I believe have made my handicapping better today in 2020, if and when sports ever resume. So, the plan, 1996 to 2000, the standard bet for a plan game was $20,000. And you're saying, oh, well, that's not that much. I mean, you must have been rich. Well, I was in my mid-20s. I think if I scraped all my assets together in a pile, it might have come up to maybe $30,000. So you're saying, well, how the hell? Well, credit cards. credit cards. You know, it's probably still the same today as it was back in the mid-90s. They would just mail you applications in the mail saying, you've been pre-approved, have a credit card. I'm like, well, what if I just sign up for all these things? Just sign up. So I did. At the peak of the plan, I had 17 of them. 17 different credit cards, so I just got money off the credit cards. Maxed them out, got ridiculous amounts of money off the credit cards, you know, with ridiculous interest, of course, but, you know, details. So, you know, that's how we got our operating capital to have enough money to play these games. Generally, we would play maybe, I don't know, one game every 3 weeks. Like I said, it was very few games where I thought I had this super duper edge, and that therefore justifying the huge amount of money. So, in our story tonight, Wednesday, April 30th, 1997. And we're in the NBA, the first round of the NBA. And we've got the LA Lakers. And this would have been, I don't know if this was Shaq's first year out there. I think it was. He's the main guy on this team. They won 56 games. They're getting 3.5 points. Now this is the first round. Back in the day, they only played 5 games. So 5 games. Is that what they play now? It probably is. I don't know. The NBA is not one of my leagues I focus on. At any rate, they're up 2-0 in a 5-game series on Portland. And I think Portland, they were like, I think they had 49 wins. Portland, they had like Kenny Anderson, Rasheed Wallace, Arvydas Sabonis. Remember him, the great, huge Russian center who was one of the best centers in history, except all his good play was when he was in Russia playing for the Soviet Union. But so we got Shaq, and we also got 18-year-old rookie Kobe Bryant is on this team, who, you know, is not getting that many minutes because he's 18 years old. But in this game, he actually got a bunch of minutes and scored over 20 points. First 20-point game for Kobe in his playoff career. So I'm at Portland. We've won the first 2 games. That was the whole thinking here. Again, I'm playing things that are not exactly statistically valid because I don't know any better at this juncture in my life in my mid-20s. You know, I'm playing an angle here where I believe that teams in a short series like this, a 5-game series, you know, they get up 2-0, and now they're going off, and they're playing at the other team's place, and they're getting points. I think that's a huge play there. In other words, why on earth am I getting points? This team is clearly better than this team. Clearly better. They're up 2-0. They've got a better record. Why am I getting points? And you know, think about it. Why am I getting points? I got Shaq. I got Kobe. Well, we still ended up losing. So we end up here losing 90-98. It was never in doubt. Portland ran away from the outset, boat racing the Lakers. The Lakers had a big fourth quarter to make it look close, but it was never really that close. And we lost. Now, you're asking me all these questions like, well, how did you do this? Well, you can't just, this is 1997, you can't just go down to the local track or racino and place a bet. Well, I actually had somebody go to Las Vegas and place these bets for me. And I think here, right here in the video, I will drop in my proof that this did occur. I found all 4 receipts. Back in those days, the casinos would only take a $5,000 maximum on NBA playoff games. I don't know what the max is now. but in the 1997, 5,000 was the max, so we had to go to 4 different casinos to get the 20 grand down. And you got to lay the 110, of course, so in reality, we bet 22K on the Lakers. So right here, drop it in. This is my spot here where there it is. There's my proof that this did occur and I did lose. Now, how do you go about this when you bet that kind of crazy money? Well, at this juncture, this is year 1 of the plan. You live and die with it. I didn't even watch this game, frankly. I had a game, this was Wednesday. I had a game Monday, which I won. I had a game Tuesday, which I won. And then after that, I'm kind of playing with house money. Yeah, I didn't even watch. I just kind of, after a while, the emotions of playing over your head like that just burn you out. And that's kind of what happened there. So that's my story of where I've come from. That's just one example. I mean, like I said, 20 grand, we didn't do it every night, but I would say once every 2 weeks we were playing a game for 20 grand. Like I said, to cut to the chase, the plan failed. I didn't end up bankrupt. I didn't go that far down. I didn't win. I kept it going for 5 years. So I think after 5 years and you haven't won yet, certain realities start to become apparent to you that I might be doing something wrong here. Maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe I need to rethink my life. And that's kind of what happened. So there's a story about the plan. I may tell more stories about the plan if anybody has an interest, but as I've mentioned in previous videos, one of the things the plan has taught me is you can't bet 80 to 100% of your bankroll in one bet. That's stupid, that's crazy, that's what I was doing. You have to, good money management is no more than, what I've read is 2%. I try to keep it down around 1%, and even that makes me nervous. I'm down sometimes around 0.5%. So I'm trying to, generate volume, where I'd rather play dozens of games where I think I have a 53 to 54% edge, rather than trying to hit a home run with 10% of my bankroll, or in this case 80% or 100% of my bankroll on a 60 to 62% play. I just think, for one thing, it evens out the crazy highs and lows and kind of keeps you on somewhat of even ground to keep you from tearing your hair out. So that's what I got there. That's my story. Probably a lot of other things I could tell you about it, but I didn't write a script, so we're just kind of winging it. Totally looking forward to baseball and really hockey. I'm looking forward to the hockey playoffs. I can't wait for that to start. And then basketball's kind of like, pulling up the rear for me. I don't think I'm going to pay serious attention to basketball until they actually start their playoff series. So, thanks for being here. We're ready to get it going now. We're ready to start making some picks. So let's get back into this. Let's find something to do. Get into sports again. Rediscover what we like to do, and things will get better. thanks for being here. Hit the like button if you like my story, and I'll talk to you later. Eric Arnold signing off.